Okay, everybody, if you're in the inertia activity or the Newton first law activity group, this is the video for you. You should have the one that is a blue sheet. It should say inertia activity right along the top. So in this activity, we're going to see what effect mass has on the inertia of different objects. So what you guys are going to do, you're going to be given an index card, plastic cup, not a glass jar like it says on the paper, and 3 objects of different masses. A low mass object, a middle mass object, a bead, and a high mass object. You guys are going to be given an index card, which you're going to place on top of your cup. You're going to put the different objects on top of the cup, and then you're going to flick it to the side. And you're going to see how many times each of the different items falls inside of the cup and how many times it does not. So right now, before we do anything else, I want you guys to take a moment. I want you to write a prediction of what you guys think is going to happen. Remember, our hypotheses are always in an if-then statement. So if an object has a lower mass, then it will fall in the cup more times, it will fall out of the cup more times. If it has a middle mass object, it will fall in the cup more times, or it will fall out of the cup more times. If I have a high mass object, it'll fall in the cup more times or less times. It's up to you guys how you guys do it. It's up to you which one you decide to study. Then, after you guys are done, you're going to read the background information. You can read along with me as I read it right now. An object resting on the card, the object resting on a card is at rest. All matter has inertia, the tendency of all matter to resist a change in motion. According to Newton's first law, the object will remain at rest until an unbalanced force acts upon it. You will exert an unbalanced force upon the index card. Will this force be great enough to overcome the inertia of the object as well? You must flick the card quickly to overcome the friction between the card and the object if the object has any chance of remaining at rest and falling in the jar. So what you guys are going to do, you're going to take your index card, and I'm going to shift this down so you can see a little bit easier. You're going to put your index card over the mouth of the cup. Then you're going to put each of your objects on it. I'm just going to grab the low mass object for right now, and I'm going to put it on top of the card over the opening of the cup. What you're going to do is, with your index finger or your middle finger, whichever one feels better to you, for me it's my middle finger, you're going to take it and you're going to flick away the card. Now, I didn't do it quite right there. I didn't actually mean to hit the card, but you're going to flick it away pretty quickly, because if you don't flick it away quickly, you'll see it'll just kind of go with it. So, you flick it, you see where it lands. As you can see, mine did not land in the cup. So, on my card right here, I would put a tally mark in falls out of the jar, misses the jar. Now this is going to be a little bit of a crazy activity because you guys are going to be flicking the cards and you're going to need to go get the cards, help each other out, pick it up if it ends up on the other side of the table. Mine just ended up all the way over there. You're going to measure each of your different objects 5 times, and you're going to put tally marks in the number of times it misses and falls in the jar. You're going to repeat this with the middle object 5 times and the high object 5 times. When you guys are done, what you're going to do is you're going to input the data into the Google Forms. After everyone on your side of the room, everyone that's doing this inertia activity, has input their data, you guys can go into the big sheet and kind of see the average. To figure out the average, all you do, you're trying to figure out the number of times it falls in the jar. So you're going to say, okay, so out of the total number, so number of times that you did it, how many times was it able to hit the jar? So it might be 50 out of 100 times, or it might be 75 out of 100 times, depending on what the different object is. After you finish with this activity, the front side of the sheet, you're going to turn over to the back. You're going to explain what exactly inertia is. You're going to talk about why it's necessary to flick it instead of pull it slowly. You're going to talk about the class data, which again, you need to solve right here for. And then you need to say, the data that you guys collected, did it show the same data as the class data? If you need to go back into your book, you can flip open to pages 34 and 35 to read about Newton's first law and inertia. Thank you.